word said between the both of us until we get to the asphalt 7 miles away. So she became a believer that day. She was no longer on the fence. So here's what's going to happen. The ones that's you believers that's never had an encounter. How many conferences have you been to? This is first. So everything else you know is just come from the stuff you've studied, YouTube, stuff like that, podcasts. Okay. Do y'all hike? No? Would you like to? You guys? Hikers? Okay, here's what's going to happen. You're going to leave this conference. You're going to pick up on the stuff you've learned here. Y'all are going to go hiking. You're going to take your dog. We'll set out on this trail that's 2.5 miles long. First thing you come up on is a quartz rock. It's almost the size of a soccer ball. It's right in the middle of the trail, and you were just here 3 weeks prior. This rock wasn't there. It's like this. It's quartz. Okay. So you're going to think of the dog sniffing all around it, you know, and he's picking up trails going round and round. And you're going to think, well, that's odd. It wasn't there 3 weeks ago. But I'd heard something about quartz and Bigfoot. Maybe there's a connection. I don't know. So you keep walking. About 100 yards out through there, you look off to the left and you see this X. So you've heard about those too. This thing's made out of 20-foot poles. So what do you want to do? You're standing there and you're looking off the trail, about 20 feet down. You're looking at this X. What do y'all want to do? So you go down there and you want to try to debunk this, right? Just maybe they're treetops that broke. It could happen. And when it fell, it just fell like that. And it just fell perfect. Or maybe they grew them. Maybe they're just saplings. And when they died, they fell. Just like that. It can happen. So you go down there and you start shaking these poles and looking up. No, they didn't fall from the top. And you pull them out of the hole. There's no stump hole there. It's just they've just been gouged in. So you're thinking, wow, you take a couple of pictures and your dog's still sniffing around picking up the trails. He's not getting too far. He knows something's up too. Well, let's get back on the trail and go a little further. Go about another 100 yards and you see a bender. Does anybody know what a bender is? Or a bow? You've heard of those? Some have and some haven't. Okay. So you've heard about these in this conference. So when you're out there, you see this bender. It's a sapling that's bowed over. Sometimes deadfall can cause that. Sometimes cubs, different wildlife climbing up the saplings, it'll leave it bowed over. But most of the time, it'll spring back up. But this particular day, you notice the tips of this bow is poked in the ground. So Mother Nature don't do that. So you're thinking, wow, it's a pretty good day. My first time out, I've heard about all this stuff at this conference. Now I'm seeing it. Pretty good day. So you and your dog decide to finish the trail. You got another mile to go. Get out there at the end, turn around, your poop, put up your phone, your GoPros in your backpack. You just want to get back to the trail. About halfway, coming up on the the bow, you hear this hawk screech like it would if it was soaring. But you notice it comes down, the screeching sound comes from a ravine. It's down on the forest floor. And you think, well, that's odd. I only hear that sound when they're soaring up here. But you think nothing about it. You're tired, you're pooped. The dog's about 10 yards ahead of you. And he does this, whoop. And you look ahead at him, think maybe he's been stung or snake bitten. But looking beyond him, you see this creature had just crossed the road, and all you can see is about this much of it. He's in the upright position. I wish I had a flagpole. Y'all can get the picture, right? So there's a tree. It's about 7 or 8 inches diameter. See this creature about right here, you see both legs. You should see this part on the other side of that tree, but you don't. When his legs clear that tree, you don't see the legs anymore. Now, it's a clearing going up the bank. Just a small brush. You should see this creature continue on up this bank, but you don't. But you hear it. And you're standing there in a catatonic state. And the dog has run back to you, and he's pushing on your feet, and you're standing there like, what in the world? And the dog is just going berserk right there at your feet and ankles. When you pull yourself together and you close your jaw and you pick it up off the ground, you want to move. It's hard to. You want to get out there. Get out of that area. But something about you is wanting more answers. So what do? You know there's a food plot at the top. So why not go up there and just check things out? You go up there and your little dog gets on a trail. He's checking everything out. And all of a sudden you hear crashing and moving on the other side of that food plot. And then it hits you that, yeah, it's time to go. So y'all come off the food plot and you're going to the truck. You're still in this state of mind. What just happened? What was that? You get to the truck, you get out of there, but you don't remember anything else. You don't remember the route you took home. Don't remember anything about driving. All you remember is pulling in the driveway. It takes you 3 days to get over there. That happened to me. So that can happen to you guys. If you keep doing what you do. You like the outdoors. Something about it keeps drawing you back. It could happen to you. So that was before I met the Grangers there. I was minding my own business, doing my own thing, staying out of trouble. And then I met the Grangers.